What AI business has the highest income potential today? I'm going to show you the 5 AI businesses I'd build if I was starting from scratch with 0 employees. I'll also break down the cost, effort, and income potential for each one of them. Number 5, one of my favorites, the AI appointment setter. Essentially, businesses are going to pay you to take the inbound calls, put AI in the middle, and get them setting appointments so they can get sales. It's such an easy thing to sell because essentially you're taking somebody that's full-time that costs money to answer that phone for a fraction of the cost to actually perform better than they can. So the coolest part is the cost is low for you to get started because it doesn't cost anything. The effort is medium because you do need to learn some new skills like a little bit of sales and a little bit of configuration, but the potential is massive. Literally, you could be making $500 to $1,000 a day easily just by talking to businesses that want to make more money. Number 4, AI content repurposing service. Essentially, companies will pay you to take like long form video content like podcasts or webinars or maybe some YouTube videos they're doing and then repurpose them as short form clips on all the different platforms like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts so that you can get them more reach and eyeballs back to the long form content to get them sales. So the cool part is the cost is low because you don't need a lot of tools to get started. The effort is medium because there are some skills you need to learn. But the coolest part is the income potential is $750 to $1,000 a day. We're living in a world where the amount of content and the desire to get a message out there has just scaled. And we live where there's this thing called interest media, not social media, where the algorithms are trying to find niche content to serve those people. And somebody that can take all that information a business is already producing, I'm talking like Zoom calls, podcasts, long form, and trim it down into short form and manage the publishing schedule, they're going to be in so much demand. So if you're in the content game in general, this one's for you. Now let's get into the biggest opportunities of the next decade. Number 3 is AI sales chatbot. This is where you help somebody set up an AI chatbot that takes all of their chats. I'm talking social media chats, text messages, emails, all the platforms, and converts those conversations into sales for the business. It's wild. I literally know hundreds of people that make tens of thousands of dollars every month doing this for businesses. There's so much content being created and it's generating followers and even chats in the social platforms that most business owners don't have the time to actually respond to people. So what you do is you create an AI chatbot that takes that conversation, turns it into a sales conversation, and takes those follows and turn them into leads for the business. So now that we break it down, the cost is medium because there's a little bit more tools and some custom coding involved to make it work for the specific business. The effort is also medium because there's some skills you need to learn for sure, especially like how does a good sales chat go? But the income potential is even higher because of the volume. You could potentially be making $1,000 to $1,500 a day on the low end. The income is so high because it's such a unique process. So when then you come in, it feels like free money to them. So they're willing to pay more because they're not replacing you for something else. They're essentially starting to do something they weren't doing. So far, we've covered calls, content, and even chat. Now let's talk about cleaning up the data and getting paid for it. Which brings us to number 2, an AI data cleanup agency. Essentially, what you do is you offer the service to clean up the internal information within a business because right now, most businesses, they have like this messy, crazy collage of information. They have everything from their emails to the relationship software for their customers, spreadsheets that essentially running departments. Imagine if somebody could come in, clean up all that information, put an AI on top of it so that the business owner can ask a question about their business and get the exact quality answer. So the cost is medium because you are going to pay for some other tools. So for example, not only do you have to like pay for the tools to clean up the information, then you're going to have to pay for another tool to convert the information into a vectorized database so that the AI can actually talk to it. Now, the effort is also going to be medium because you're going to have to learn some unique skills to that kind of cleanup and processing for searching, but the income potential is really high, like $1,500 to $3,000 a day, because now you're getting into the business consulting space where you're helping a business owner understand their business, where they can make better decisions, and those decisions could save them $50, $100, $1 million a year. And the cool part is you're also now starting to sell to like bigger companies that have more money to invest in making their operations better. And you are the expert. You might think everybody knows AI right now. Trust me, they don't. And if they do, their number one bottleneck is having anybody on their team that knows how to do this stuff, and they're willing to pay top dollar for that. Number one, this one's so fun, the AI inbox and calendar manager. Essentially, you're going to get paid to build an executive assistant using AI to help these business owners manage emails and meetings. The last thing that entrepreneurs and CEOs want to do is manage their own friggin' inbox in their calendar. It's like having somebody come in and automate 95% of that is going to feel like the most powerful thing that's happened to their life. And you get to be the person to do that. Cool part is the cost is actually low because it doesn't take a lot to set this up. The effort is medium because you are going to have to sit down and work with these CEOs to understand their workflows. But the best part, you could be making $3,000 to $5,000 a day helping these CEOs buy back their time.